Life is not a smooth highway paved with comfort and ease. It is a road filled with twists, turns, obstacles, and storms. And yet, it is on these very roads, the ones that test our patience, endurance, and courage, that we discover who we truly are. The harder the road, the stronger the warrior. This is not just a phrase, it is a truth that echoes through every success story, every tale of triumph, and every individual who has overcome against all odds. Life, in its essence, is not about the smooth paths we walk or the comforts we enjoy. It is about the challenges we face, the hardships we endure, and the storms we survive. From the moment we take our first steps into this world, we are presented with trials. Some are small and fleeting, like a stumble on a sidewalk or a failed attempt at learning a new skill. Others are monumental, shaking the very foundations of our being, testing our spirit, and challenging the limits of our endurance. Yet, it is these very challenges and hardships that shape true strength. They act as a forge, molding us into resilient, determined, and unwavering individuals. Without them, we would never know the depth of our potential, the height of our courage, or the unbreakable power of our spirit. Consider for a moment the nature of a forge. In the hands of a skilled blacksmith, raw, unrefined metal is subjected to intense heat, hammered repeatedly, folded and reshaped until it becomes something extraordinary. A sword, a shield, a tool capable of enduring the harshest conditions. This transformation does not occur in comfort. It does not happen in safety. The raw metal must be challenged, pushed, and tested. It is only under the pressures of heat, force, and friction that it gains strength, resilience, and purpose. Our lives are no different. The challenges we face, the hardships we endure, and the obstacles that seem insurmountable are the fires of our personal forge. They test us, push us beyond our limits, and ultimately create the strength that defines us. When we confront difficulties, it is natural to feel fear, doubt, or despair. These emotions are not signs of weakness. They are evidence that we are alive, that we care deeply, and that we recognize the stakes of our journey. Facing hardship requires courage, but more than that, it requires a willingness to grow through the discomfort. Every challenge presents an opportunity to learn something invaluable about ourselves. Perhaps we discover patience in the face of frustration, determination when we feel like giving up, or compassion when others are struggling alongside us. The road may be rocky, the journey may be grueling, but each step through adversity leaves us stronger, wiser, and more capable of facing future trials. History is filled with examples of individuals who transformed their hardships into extraordinary strength. Consider the countless leaders, thinkers, and innovators who rose from difficult circumstances to change the world. Their stories are not of unbroken success or effortless victories. They are stories of struggle, persistence, and resilience. These individuals understood that true strength is not handed to us. It is earned through enduring hardship and refusing to be defeated by it. Each failure, each setback, each obstacle became a lesson, a stepping stone, and a building block for greatness. They did not shy away from difficulty. They embraced it, knowing that the forge of life was shaping them into something powerful, capable, and unstoppable. Challenges are not only external but internal as well. The greatest hardships often come not from the world around us, but from within our own minds. Self-doubt, fear, and insecurity can weigh as heavily on our hearts as any external trial. Yet, it is precisely by confronting these internal struggles that we cultivate the deepest strength. When we stare into the mirror of our own fears and refuse to turn away, when we push past the voice inside that whispers "you cannot," we are forging an inner warrior. Every moment we confront our own limitations and rise above them strengthens our character, fortifies our spirit, and equips us for the battles that life will inevitably present. The road of hardship is never easy, and it often demands sacrifice. There are times when we feel exhausted, when every effort seems futile, and the weight of the challenge feels unbearable. It is in these moments that we must remember that the forge of life works slowly, deliberately, and often invisibly. The fire that burns us today is shaping our strength for tomorrow. The struggle we endure now is building resilience that will carry us through challenges we cannot yet see. Each hardship is a teacher, each obstacle a mentor, and each trial a chance to discover the extraordinary power that lies within us. Moreover, the strength forged through hardship is not only personal, it is also contagious. When we face our challenges with courage and perseverance, we inspire others to do the same. Our resilience becomes a beacon of hope, demonstrating that even in the most difficult circumstances, strength can emerge. By enduring hardships and transforming them into growth, we show the world that adversity is not a prison but a proving ground. Our journey, with all its trials and tribulations, becomes a source of motivation for those who walk similar paths, reminding them that strength is not something we are born with, but something we cultivate through endurance and determination. It is also important to recognize that hardship has a way of revealing our true values and priorities. When life is easy, we may never fully understand what we cherish, what drives us, or what matters most. But in the face of challenge, clarity emerges. Hardships force us to confront our fears, evaluate our goals, and make conscious choices about the direction of our lives. They strip away illusions and distractions, leaving only what is essential. Through adversity, we learn what we are willing to fight for, what we are capable of enduring, and what kind of person we truly aspire to become. The forge of hardship does not merely create strength. It creates insight, purpose, and a profound understanding of ourselves. Many of the world's most admired individuals will attest that their greatest achievements were born from their toughest trials. They will tell you that the setbacks, the failures, and the painful experiences were not obstacles, but catalysts, forces that compelled them to rise, to adapt, and to become stronger than they ever imagined. They will tell you that the road to their success was not smooth, not easy, but every hardship along the way was a crucial part of their journey. And they will tell you that without those challenges, they would never have discovered the depth of their resilience, the breadth of their courage, or the true measure of their strength. Ladies and gentlemen, the reality is that life will not spare us from difficulties. No one can walk this world untouched by hardship. Yet, it is precisely this inevitability that gives us power. For if challenges were absent, we would never grow, never evolve, and never know the extraordinary capacity that lies within us. It is the fire of adversity that tempers our spirit, the hammer of trials that shapes our resolve, and the friction of struggle that polishes our character. True strength. H is not revealed when life is easy. It is revealed when we rise in the face of difficulty, when we endure pain with dignity, and when we refuse to surrender to circumstances beyond our control. So, when you encounter the next challenge, the next setback, or the next moment that tests your endurance, remember that you are in the forge. Each obstacle is not meant to break you, but to strengthen you. Each hardship is not a punishment, but an opportunity to discover your inner power. Each struggle is not a barrier, but a bridge, carrying you closer to the resilient, courageous, and indomitable version of yourself that you were always meant to become. The road may be hard, the trials may be relentless, and the journey may seem endless. But every moment of struggle is molding you into a warrior of extraordinary strength. Take heart in knowing that challenges are not signs of failure, they are signs of growth. The harder the road, the more refined your strength becomes. The more demanding the hardship, the more resilient your spirit. Every step you take through adversity is a testament to your courage, determination, and unwavering will. You are being forged into someone who can endure, someone who can inspire, and someone whose strength is unshakable. Embrace your hardships, honor your struggles, and recognize the incredible power being cultivated within you. The challenges you face today are not your enemies. They are your greatest teachers. They are shaping you, strengthening you, and preparing you for a future that is not defined by ease, but by resilience, courage, and unwavering determination. Your strength is being forged in the fire of adversity, and no obstacle, no matter how formidable, can diminish the power being created within you. Life is filled with obstacles. They appear in countless forms: unexpected challenges at work, difficulties in our personal lives, moments of disappointment, and situations that test our patience and resolve. These obstacles often feel like walls that block our progress, moments that make us question our strength, or circumstances that tempt us to give up. But I want to share with you a truth that is often overlooked. Every obstacle we face is not just a challenge to endure, it is an opportunity to grow stronger. It is a chance to develop resilience, to sharpen our skills, to deepen our character, and to unlock potential we may not even know exists within us. The difficulties we encounter in life are not meant to stop us. They are meant to prepare us for the greatness we are capable of achieving. Think about it for a moment. Every individual who has achieved something extraordinary has faced obstacles along the way. Their journeys were not smooth, their paths were not free of resistance, and their victories were not handed to them on a silver platter. On the contrary, they faced difficulties that seemed insurmountable. They encountered failures, setbacks, and challenges that would have discouraged anyone else. Yet, they chose to see each obstacle not as a reason to quit, but as an opportunity to grow. They understood that strength, wisdom, and character are built not in times of ease, but in moments of struggle. Obstacles test our limits. They reveal what we are made of and push us to rise beyond what we thought possible. When we encounter difficulties, we are forced to think differently, act creatively, and find solutions we might never have discovered if life had been easy. Every problem we face challenges us to become better, stronger, and more resourceful. An obstacle is not merely a barrier, it is a teacher. It is a guide that shows us where we need to improve, how we can adapt, and what we are capable of overcoming. Each challenge we navigate successfully leaves us more prepared for the next one, building a chain of growth and resilience that carries us forward in life. Consider the way a muscle grows stronger. When you lift weights or engage in intense physical activity, the muscle fibers are broken down. The process is uncomfortable, sometimes even painful. But as those fibers repair themselves, the muscle becomes stronger, more resilient, and better able to handle future strain. Life works in much the same way. Obstacles break us down momentarily, challenging our patience, testing our endurance, and forcing us to dig deeper than we thought possible. But as we overcome them, we grow stronger, not just in skill, but in confidence, courage, and determination. The difficulties we face are not setbacks, they are workouts for our character, training us to endure, adapt, and thrive. Obstacles also teach us humility and perspective. They remind us that we are not invincible, that life is unpredictable, and that success is never guaranteed without effort. At the same time, they teach us perseverance, patience, and the value of persistence. When we face setbacks, we learn to be resourceful, to innovate, and to adapt. We discover new strengths within ourselves, strengths that would have remained hidden if life had been easy. Each challenge is an invitation to grow, an opportunity to expand our capabilities, and a chance to become a better version of ourselves. History is filled with examples of individuals who transformed obstacles into opportunities for growth. Think of inventors, leaders, athletes, and visionaries who faced rejection, failure, and immense difficulties. Thomas Edison, when asked about his repeated failures in inventing the light bulb, famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." He saw each obstacle as a lesson, a step toward eventual success. Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, was cut from his high school basketball team. Instead of giving up, he used that setback to fuel his determination and hone his skills. These individuals recognized that obstacles are not enemies to avoid. They are catalysts for growth, pushing us to reach heights we could never achieve without them. Obstacles also develop our mental strength. Life is not just about physical endurance or intellectual ability, it is about emotional and psychological resilience. Facing challenges forces us to confront fear, doubt, and uncertainty. It teaches us to remain calm under pressure, to make decisions even when the path is unclear, and to persevere despite the odds. Each time we overcome a difficulty, we gain confidence in our ability to handle future challenges. We learn that setbacks are temporary, that we have the strength to endure, and that we are capable of rising above circumstances that might have seemed impossible. Every obstacle faced is a reminder that our potential is far greater than we often realize. Furthermore, obstacles inspire creativity and innovation. When the path forward is blocked, we are forced to think outside the box, find new solutions, and explore approaches we might not have considered. Obstacles push us to adapt, to experiment, and to grow in ways that comfort and ease never could. The difficulties we encounter encourage us to take risks, to be bold, and to embrace challenges with courage. In this way, obstacles become not just tests of our strength, but opportunities for growth, discovery, and transformation. Obstacles also build character. They teach us patience, empathy, and perseverance. They remind us that success is not measured by how easily we achieve our goals, but by the effort, determination, and resilience we show in the face of adversity. Each challenge we overcome strengthens our sense of self, deepens our understanding of what we are capable of, and equips us to face future difficulties with greater confidence and wisdom. Obstacles are the proving grounds of character, revealing our true nature and shaping us into individuals who are not easily defeated. It is important to recognize that growth through obstacles is not instantaneous. It takes time, effort, and a willingness to endure discomfort. Just as a seed must push through soil and withstand storms before it grows into a towering tree, we too must face resistance and challenges before we can fully realize our potential. Each obstacle, no matter how small or large, contributes to our growth. Each difficulty we encounter is a step on the path toward becoming stronger, wiser, and more capable. Ladies and gentlemen, obstacles are inevitable. No matter how careful we are, how skilled we become, or how prepared we think we are, life will present challenges. It is not the presence of obstacles that defines us, but how we respond to them. Do we see them as insurmountable walls that block our way, or as opportunities to grow stronger? Do we allow challenges to defeat us, or do we embrace them, learn from them, and rise above them? Every obstacle we face is a chance to prove to ourselves that we are capable of more than we imagined, that we can endure, adapt, and succeed. Even the most successful people in the world will tell you that obstacles were not interruptions to their journey. They were essential parts of it. They would not be who they are without the setbacks, the failures, and the moments of doubt. Each obstacle they faced pushed them to develop new skills, gain new insights, and grow stronger. Their achievements were not in spite of challenges, they were because of them, and the same holds true for each of us. Our obstacles, no matter how daunting, are opportunities to grow stronger, to learn, and to become the best version of ourselves. The next time you encounter a challenge, remember this: the obstacle is not the end of your journey. It is a teacher, a guide, and a stepping stone. It is a chance to develop resilience, courage, and strength. It is an opportunity to discover your true potential, to test your limits, and to rise above what you thought was possible. Every obstacle faced is a gift, a hidden opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more capable than ever before. Do not fear challenges. Do not be discouraged by setbacks. Embrace them with determination and courage. See each obstacle as a chance to stretch beyond your comfort zone, to develop new skills, and to strengthen your character. Remember that growth rarely occurs in the absence of difficulty, and true strength is forged through the trials we face. Life's obstacles are not roadblocks. They are opportunities, and it is up to us to seize them.